Welcome back to the Voice of Metal, where we talk about all things metal. I'm hoping that I get, or hoping that I accomplish my goal of cutting out the lag and getting kicked off of YouTube when I'm in the middle of broadcasting because the fact that apparently somebody thought that I had left early or left abruptly after they got on here. So I apologize to Clover for one. What it was is I think there might have been some technical difficulties where I thought I was being or recording for at least 45 minutes, and when I saw my actual stream, it said 33 minutes. So there was at least another 15 minutes of stuff that wasn't ever shown on my channel. So I apologize to her and everybody else out there that might have thought I just up and left because there was somebody else watching at the same time, which I don't know who the viewer was. So I apologize. And just so you know, I may not always see you right away. So just be patient with me. I might eventually go, oh, there's somebody here. So I just want to make sure that I'm not neglecting you guys because sometimes I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I'm not looking at the live chat. So I apologize, or to see who's viewing me at the time. Right now, we're going to be talking a little further into genres because to me, that is one of those things that um, I wanted to kind of get a little deeper into. Right now, I'm going to start talking about a little bit about death metal and some of the actual, how you say, albums that are, well, some of the best albums out there for death metal. And maybe later on I'll do power metal and some other ones, so we'll see what happens. Right now, basically, the subgenre of death metal itself is a renowned for its extreme elements, distorted guitars, growling vocals, fast drums, and dark themes. Emerging in the late 80s, it invoked a diverse genre rooted in intensity, while joining me in the Voice of Metal about the history, iconic bands, and essential albums. Oh, well, I shouldn't be saying that. It's supposed to be something that it's supposed to come up with. Basically, what it boils down to, I'm going to talk a little more about the actual death metal albums that are out there that are some of the more popular ones, or I should say the essential death metal. I guess would be a better way to put it. So, without further ado, we'll check this out. And what year they come out? It's kind of interesting. And most of death metal does have some sort of degree of morbid type topics, usually, um, which hence the name death metal comes from. Um, which I didn't know until later on that myself. Kind of like black metal is the same way; it has a certain thing to it. But anyway, Autopsy is um, severed severed survival is 1989, which is one of the ones on the list. I don't think I've heard of them before, so it'd be kind of interesting to see Autopsy's music and stuff like that. And who knows if it's the essential list? We'll check it out. I forgot which site. Death Doom is where I got this list from, so this would be kind of interesting to see. Excuse me. I'm not sure if I exactly have 25. I'm not going to get into numbers, but um, this one, let me make sure I say it right here. It's
Benighted.
Benighted. And an identity stick. I said that right. God, I hate that.
Identizing.
Identizing. See, I would have never figured that one out at all. And that was in 2006. Are kings of when it comes to brutal death metal. The band may have strayed a little bit, but hold their earlier albums as the finest material ever released in the subgenre of my favorite 2006 is what he said. Is a frenzied variation, unique take of brutal death metal, but severe. Other of the albums are elite level stuff. Okay, interesting. So the next album, or next band, I should say, is Blood Red Throne with Altered Genesis that came out in 2005. The power of the riff is really important in death metal, and no band knows this well as Blood Red Throne, which is kind of interesting. It's called Altered Genesis. It's filled with catchy gallop of riffs, well-timed breakdowns, and macho death metal aggression. It's kind of cool. We might have to check these guys out and get them on the death and metal later on and talk to them personally. I think that'd be so awesome. Bloodbath Resurrection Through Carnage. Oh, Resurrection Through Carnage, sorry, is in 2002. See, most of these seem like they're fairly new albums. Well, within the last 20 years. I guess for most people that would not be considered new. Depends on how old you are. If you're in your 20s, more than likely it's not really new. It's probably old. So I apologize. I've been kind of hounded about that before, so I apologize. I said they're not old. They're not new. They're old. It's like, well, to me, 2000 and before is old. 2000 till now, to me, is not that old. But that's 23 years, yeah, of yeah, what I mean. Anyway, Bloodbath, but I said what Bloodbath, but like old school tribute bands and not a real one. Oh, I'm not sure what he means by that. Hey, fairly true. Still, the band has written some of the best songs in the entire death metal genre. Bloodbath is also the prime and most famous example of old school death metal reveals. Debut Resurrection Through Carnage is some of the nastiest chainsaw guitars ever put on tape. Well, there you go. So we'll see what happens, and be kind of interesting to hear their music and that album because it sounds like it's going to be really cool. I have not heard it myself, so I'm going to have to make a list. And I did not get the list from last time, so I apologize. So I'm being lazy. What can I say? Here we go. This is one that a lot of people know, probably a little more well known than other death metal bands. It's called Cannibal Corpse. Tomb of the Mutilated, 1992, which is quite a while ago. So to me, they're old school, or at least the album is old school, I should say, compared to because some of these bands might have been around since the 80s and they just put out an album within the last 23 years. So who knows? So to me, it's a new album. But anyway. You can't really exclude Cannibal Corpse from a list like this. It's the most famous death metal band, which I just said, which most people do know, and it results in gruesome classics like Hammer, Smashed Face, Stripped, Raped, and Strangled, and a skull full of maggots. Most of the classics are placed in the 1992 Tomb of the Mutilated. It's not a personal favorite it's not my personal favorite of the band, he says, but it's probably the most important. I think I heard a few of those songs and they're really good. I like them a lot. So I guess I might not get my Clover back. I don't know. I think she got pretty upset with me over that, and I apologize. Like I said, I feel bad because I was thinking maybe I might get somebody watching here soon. Carcass, which is rather, the album is called Heartworks from 1995. I'm kind of wondering if this came out about the same time Friends, and we all know that a recent news and turn of events that I forgot his name now. Matthew Perry, I think is his last name. I think. Anyway, Chandler. I know his name by the character name. Chandler just passed away not too long ago, and it's what's crazy about this is in the show there is a very specific episode where Chandler's wife or soon-to-be wife is looking for a dress, and she knows there's a place that does bargain hunting for dresses, right? And here they are, they're talking at this very fancy boutique that's really fancy. and she mentions about that to another lady that's getting married fairly soon, and they were kind of exchanging notes on who you got playing for this, or kind of band and this, that, and the other. And the funny thing is, like, well, my husband's wanting a swing band, right? And she goes, well, my husband wants to have Carcass play. And then Phoebe was, oh, Carcass. I love Carcass. I thought, oh my gosh, this is like back in, who knows, like 95, 90. I don't know what year that one was out. I'll have to check it out. But maybe this is the album that came out then. And it's kind of cool that actually they mentioned them in there, because I mean, I've watched the episodes before. That's long before I knew about death metal. And I don't think I was much into metal music at the time. I don't remember. I know I was listening to some bands, but not a whole lot. So it's kind of interesting. But now, years later, here I am hearing about Carcass uh, without even realizing who they were, or even knowing the name of it from probably that show. And I don't know if I ever watched that episode or not, but I heard that and I thought, oh my gosh, it's that band, Crazy Carcass. A coworker of mine, and told me about them. It's like, that's cool. Anyway, I was thinking long and hard about how to have a small touch of melodic death metal to the list, maybe Heartwork. This is the best way. The album saw Carcass go through the grindcore forefathers to super chanty mellow death. I think melodic death, but it's still pretty damn energetic and intense. And lists made despite this, elitist made despite this album. I think it's a blank good one. I can't say that, but anyway. Moving on to the next song. Now, this one I have no idea how to say. Dan Swano, I think is how you pronounce it, but I'm not certain. It's got one of those weird.
Dan Swana.
Dan Swano, okay. Moon Tower, 1999. Now, this one I've never heard of either, so I have got a lot to learn, and hopefully you all out there will learn along with me, because this is what it's all about. People learning and appreciation for metal music, and even those who are not into metal that I've been talking to, actually I convinced some of them. And also, that reminds me, there's a gentleman that I talked to where I kind of congregate, that we were talking about. I saw a shirt with Slipknot on it, and he actually knew half the bands that I knew, and probably even more than I did. It's hard saying, like Moon Towers or Dan Swano. Moon Tower. Who knows? I don't know. So I told him about the channel. I said, come check it out. Voice of Metal. Subscribe. Hello. Who do we have watching? And I apologize. I really do. If it's Clover, I'm sorry. My stream was supposed to be 45 minutes, and it was only 33 minutes. So I got cut off. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen tonight, which it might. Because, yeah, see, I'm not viewing. Might not have a smooth stream, so we'll see. I might have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do to fix this, but I'm gonna have to fix it here after a while, or I might have to upload it. I might have to do it later on. Basically, Moon Tower. Okay, I'm getting off track here. Provide the old school progressive metal does not have a place in death metal. Interesting. Leave definitely a unique side of death metal deserve to be checked out. I mean, can cheesy 80s synth really go together with old school death metal growls? Hell yes. And the result is a unique, interesting album. So I got one person, yay. So like I said before, I apologize. Anyway, Death is the album is Human from 1991, and this one reminds me of somebody very special, because the fact that she had Death pull the plug on her channel, that she live streamed for everybody on the Vans channel, and I really loved it and appreciated it. And I also made a playlist of her songs itself, and I need to add that to my list of stuff because I think that would be very awesome. Um, Death has been, yeah, I've listened to quite a few of their songs. Not every single one of them, but they're really good. If you haven't checked them out, you really should try and check it out. Anyway, oh, they got two songs on there, two albums. Death, Scream, Bloody Gore in 1987, which is kind of cool, quite cool. Includes two albums of the same band, feels a bit lame, but Death is just a central band of the evolution of the style of Scream Bloody Gore is the ultimate death metal album, truly bridging the chasm between trash metal and death metal. This album is a simple, bare bones as its genesis and historically important. Let me type in hello. I hate I hate not people not knowing what the heck I'm actually doing or saying, so I apologize. Oh, wait a minute here. There's another one. Okay, I guess he really likes a death. Symbolic, 1995. Three. Well, shoot me because there's one of them. Also, the awesome and different style. Symbolic sees death going even more progressive and melodic, and the result is a fantastic metal album, shock filled with classic songs and riffs. It's difficult. It's very different, refined, and cleanly produced, which might turn some extreme metal fans off. The songwriting, oh, that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm not sure if they even saw that or not. Who knows? But that's okay. We'll just move on. Now this is Decadent. I think is what it is. Let me make sure I said it right.
Deicide. Deicide.
Deicide. Never mind. I was wrong. Deicide. Deicide is the album. 1990. I'm not going to get all the description. I think I'm getting a little long on my stream. Dismember like an ever flowing stream is the name of the album. 1991. Another one's called Entombed, the band. Left Hand Path, 1989. Oh, that's cool. I like that because it's left hand, which I'm left-handed. Path. I'm kind of curious about this one. Having liked an overflowing stream on here doesn't exclude the other Swedish giant. Left Hand Path. Okay. Where dismembers learned about towards autopsy and traditional heavy metal for inspiration. Interesting. It says something about Entombed founders. Their hardcore punk Left Hand Path is very aggressive and abrupt. That's interesting. Make sure I said this one right here.
Immolation.
Immolation. Okay, make sure. Close to a World Below in 2000 is another one that's apparently an essential album. So I got to check these out. Oh, God. They got so many crazy names like
Infinitum.
Infinitum. The Sixth Extinction. 2012. Oh my God. Luca Aflame. See, this one I can't pronounce at all because it's so. Wow. Make sure I had it right here.
Lycathia Aflame. Elfnifris.
Lakia Aflame Elfhervius. That almost sounds like an elven type metal band instead of a death metal band. Morbid Angel album Altars of Madness from 1989, which was that Morbid Angel? No, that's Cannibal Corpse I was thinking of. I've heard of some of their songs, but not very many, so I definitely need to check out. Hello, I got 2 views. Well, I think one left really quickly. I'll just say, hey, what's up? Maybe they'll answer. Who knows? Okay, now this is one that I know very well because a friend of mine introduced me to him, and I'm so happy that he did because I love their music. It's so cool, especially Redneck Stomp. is so freaking awesome. It's just the guitar and the riffs in it are so awesome. To me, that is what metal should be like. Powerful, really gritty, very hardcore, and that's a death metal band, which is cool. I think Obituary is who it is. Cause of death in 1990. This is one of the things I love most myself. One of the first two Obituary albums, just has to be here, as the band is a unique part of death metal history with an instantly recognizable sound, stomping grooves, eerie lead guitars, and loud ass vomited vocals, which is definitely true. Hello, I got two people. Hey, how are you? Oh, my life. What? I'm sorry. My stream. Hold on. Oh, hello. Did she leave already? Oh my gosh. She left. Oh. Oh. She said something and then she retracted. Oh god. Well, I can't always make everybody happy, unfortunately. And I didn't mean to intentionally make her mad. So I'm hoping she sees it. I might have to actually do a short after this to make sure that she knows that I'm not dissing her or anything like that. So she knows, and I'm hoping she sees it. But if she doesn't see it, she doesn't see it. Part of it is just a stupid slow down rate. Anyway, OTEP Blackwater Park of 2001. Pestilence, Consuming Impulse, 1989. Possess seven churches in 1985. Cypertropic, The Scepter of Ancients, 2003. Oh, I know. Oh. I know. Oh. Anyway, I'll keep getting an answer. Hopefully, she'll send me a message. Suffocation, Effigy of For the Forgotten, 1991. Vader is 2000. Death Metals. Oh, okay, that's the end of it. Anyway, if you do see all this and you can make it out, please like and subscribe to the channel. If not, then I'm gonna have to find something else because this just isn't working. It's really kind of irritating me a lot. I even tried changing some settings to find out if I could get it to work, and it's not working. Um, I thought she was upset with me, so it's like I feel bad. I don't want anybody upset with me, especially not on my channel. I mean, I'm trying to get people to watch my channel, not to say, "Why did you leave me in the middle of a stream?" and stuff like that. So I apologize. Hmm. Well, I don't know what to do. You know, here I am. I got a laggy stream, which sucks. There's a widget. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if she got my. She probably did. Interesting. Okay, well, I haven't received anything from her, so I guess I'll just have to. I don't know what to do. You know, to be honest, I think I like just the bands. If you can hear that, I hope so. I think grime metal actually is really good. Jeez, I even changed it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. So I might have to turn this off. I don't know, Clover. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Oh. Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going on. Hold on here. Is it wired? Oh, yeah. Nope, it's on the Connect network. Yep, I definitely have to.